Throughout all history, mankind has always asked the big questions. Where did we come from? Why are we here? And is a 3-string better than a 6-string? Well, today we're going to be answering one of those questions. I have a 3-string cigar box guitar that I am going to put up against a classic 6-string acoustic guitar. Who will win this battle of the ages? Only one way to find out. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Caden Finch and we have a very fun video today. We are going to be putting a 3-string cigar box guitar up against a classic 6-string acoustic guitar. So right now, before we get started, drop it down in the comment section. Are you team 3-string or team 6-string? I can hardly wait to get started on this video. It's going to be awesome. So a couple things before we get started. So this is all just my personal opinion.
Well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Take it with a grain of salt. But we're going to be going through a couple different categories. I'm going to be listing out the pros and cons of each individual instrument. And then you guys can vote down in the comment section which one you think is a winner. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the 6-string. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's bout. We have a good one for you guys today, and we thank you so much for coming out today. Sponsor today is CFCigarBoxGuitars. Pick yours up over at CFCigarBoxGuitars at ebay.com. But in today's blue corner, we have the mighty, the powerhouse, the big dog. We have the classic 6-string acoustic guitar, weighing in at approximately 2.5 ounces and standing a towering 3 foot large. This is a beast of an instrument. Who will win? Well, my vote would be on this guy. First up, let's talk about your standard 6-string guitar. So these things are great. Obviously, they've been around for years and years and years and years, and for good reason. I mean, they're an awesome, amazing instrument. Let's go over a couple things. So thing number one is affordability. You can usually find, you know, some pretty decent acoustic and electric 6-string guitars. Price point, I would say for a good 6-string guitar is usually around $500 plus. Obviously, you have your really high-end guitars that can go up into the thousands of dollars. So take that as you will. The next deal is, how easy is it to get into playing, especially if you're a beginner? It's a little bit of a challenge. Guitar is definitely one of the harder instruments to learn, especially for beginner players. And I don't want to say that to discourage anybody, but you have just a lot of factors. You have, you know, to learn your chord shapes, which it's not just like a one-finger thing. You know, you have so many different chord shapes. You have, you know, so many different scales and stuff you got to learn. Your fingers will hurt. You have to build up calluses. So I'm not saying it can't be done. It's just definitely a lot more of a commitment if you want to learn a 6-string. There's just so much you can go into, and I've been playing for, gosh, over 10 plus years now. And yeah, I'm still trying to figure this thing out. So, you know, take that as you will. All right, and the third and final challenge is, how does it sound? So we're going to be plugged in to the Fishman Loudbox Mini. I'll have everything set exactly the same for this 6-string and the 3-string. I'm going to play you something, and then you guys can make up your own decision which one you think sounds better. In the red corner, we have the tiny but mighty, the David to the Goliath. We have the 3-string cigar box guitar. Weighing in at only 1 pound 5 ounces and standing a total of 2 feet tall. This thing is small, but it packs a mighty punch. Can it stand up to the 6-string? Let's find out. All right, and next up we have the 3-string cigar box guitar. So right off the bat, let's talk about getting your hands on one of these. These are actually a lot more affordable, but they're not as easy to find, because you can't just go to a guitar store and get you a genuine, awesome, good looking cigar box guitar. No, you have to go out into the wild, you have to find people, you have to know somebody, or you learn how to build one yourself. So there's some pluses and minuses to that, but you can actually pick these up relatively cheap. You can find you a good cigar box guitar pretty much almost in any price range. It just depends on who you get it from, the quality that they put into it. It can be anywhere from, I would say, $100 to $300, and you can get you some really, really nice cigar box guitars. The things about these two is the guys that build them, they have a passion for them. They love this instrument, and they put a lot of heart, a lot of soul into these instruments, where other 6 strings and stuff like that, a lot of them are factory made. There are some high-end handmade ones too, but a lot of what you're going to get in that price range is going to be a factory made, just trying to get them out onto the market time and things. But these, man, they're crafted with love and just a lot of passion. And so you can get you one of these or build your own if you want to. So take that as you will. The next deal is, how easy is it to get into? So I'll say it's 50-50. I definitely think it's a little bit easier to get into over the 6-string, because your chord shapes are a lot easier. So instead of having to learn, on the 6-string, having to learn, all the different funky little chord shapes, if you just want to pick something up and start playing, this is the instrument to do it, because it's tuned in an open tuning, right? And you can play mostly everything with one finger. Which in turn makes it a really, really easy instrument to get into for beginners, especially if you just want to pick something up and just play and just be creative with something. This instrument does that very, very well. It's definitely an instrument that it's easy to get into but hard to master, just like the acoustic guitar. And this one's a little bit easier on your fingers. Definitely, if you're a beginner, yeah, you're going to have to build up those calluses either way. But I feel like the cigar box guitar is a little bit easier on your fingers. I can just personally play it for a longer time, and my fingers don't get as worn out. So take that as you will. But on to the third and final round. Of course, what does this thing sound like compared to a 6-string acoustic guitar? Same thing, we're going to be using the exact same settings. On the Fishman Loudbox Mini, we're going to be using the exact Joyos, and we're going to be playing just the blues and E, and you guys decide which one you think sounds better. So guys, what do you think? The 6-string powerhouse or the tiny but mighty 3-string cigar box guitar? Let's talk about it down in the comment section. Tell me what's your favorite guitar, why it's your favorite guitar, and yeah, let's just have some conversation down in the comment section. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content that's been coming out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because it really does help out the channel. And if you want to pick up one of my cigar box guitars or any merch, you can head on down to the description section and check out all my stores and all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye now.